Sweet.
All right, awesome. So how do I move around? Is it
Just like Clue. So
oh yeah, that's right.
If you're in Finn's room and you want to go to the parents' room, you just move, and then one of the proctors is going to roll a random monster chance for you.
So the floor, like the hallways, like these strips are considered a zone. So it'd be you move to a hallway, then you move to a room.
Nice. And okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in this hallway.
You don't hear anything.
Nice.
You also start with 2 batteries.
Oh, thank you. I am going to go to my parents' room. So I'm going to look around for anything, right? So there's nothing green or glowing in here. So what happens now?
Maybe I should turn the lights up a little bit because
oh, and I'm also colorblind. That's green? Okay, cool. That looks like blue to me. I'm sorry. Okay, that's not your fault. I'm just disabled. So, cool.
So you can check the bed, a nightstand, a desk, and the
Gotcha.
closet.
Okay,
Would you
cool.
mind if we flip the map around 180?
I don't. Wait, does that matter? Because there's a lot of different.
Yeah, it was
based on like
originally written from this viewpoint, so that's why a lot of things are kind of upside down
like
for you.
Yeah, I don't mind either way. Like this, I think this works just fine. My only issue is I can't tell the difference between this color and this color.
Okay.
So just let me know if there is something nearby.
Yeah, I'll just whenever you go into a room, I'll just point out the spot.
Yeah, because I kind of see it now that you pointed it out. But yeah, cool. I'm gonna look at
the closet.
yes.
There is a puzzle.
Cool.
Puzzle.
After it's solved.
Would it be too evil of me to just start rolling random dice just to make you paranoid?
I mean, you can if you want. If you want to be.
The whole DM thing.
Yeah, but I did expect you to roll dice when I inspected that. This is awesome.
This is your puzzle for
This
this
is
room.
absolutely sick. So so it's up to me to figure out what to do with this?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Oh god, I gotta hurry. Wait, that's not right. Unless. What is that? Firefighter dance. Thank you. Okay. I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna try anything right now just to play around. Cause okay. That doesn't work.
And so after a couple minutes,
Uh-huh.
The vest there would start to glow a little.
Excellent. That was my next question. I'm definitely not having trouble with your puzzle. I was waiting for you
For some guidance.
Yeah, to see because I'm a baby.
Yep. Play that sound effect, big guy.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not playing.
You got a fuse.
Sick.
I did.
Okay. So in the room that you're in, there's still 3 places that you could look through, but you do have the fuse for that room.
Cool.
Just make a big pile down there.
I do want to look. I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay.
Oh, here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a little pile down there so we don't grab this.
Yeah.
Woo! You got a fuse.
Yeah.
Okay, so what spot would you like to check next?
I want to look under the bed.
Under the bed? What has he got in there?
Is a monster.
Oh, monster!
Oh, you have the monster? Yeah. Table or something. And out from under the bed comes a stool.
That's
Skeleton
sick.
legs.
Thank you. That's my favorite thing. All right, cool. What do I do? Oh,
Yep, flashlight, throw me a battery.
An epic battle of child proportions ensues.
Alright, so he falls over and he's just a nightstand.
cool. So I'm just because I'm gonna go check out this one.
Okay.
Oh, that's where you got the this battery.
His battery?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sick. And is this a separate one?
That is a separate one.
Cool. I'll look at that too.
Battery.
Also a battery.
Woo! I can beat the game now. Cool. In the hallway?
As you move into the hall, you're rolling.
Yeah. I'll wait. Yeah, they can. Office.
Okay, so we've got a space here, here, and here that you can check in the office.
Cool. Do I know what they are before I go to them?
This is like a computer section where somebody may have been writing. This is like a chest or something that he would keep office supplies in,
Cool.
and then this is like the closet of the office.
Cool. I want to check out the office supplies.
Puzzle.
What was it?
Puzzle.
Puzzle.
See, that's the adult brain coming in. I know where you would keep fuses. For now.
That's right. It goes in the square hole.
This is good. The only thing I would say is this is. I mean, well, I'll finish it first before I say because I don't know. Cool. Oh, hang on. Technically.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah. These puzzles are good. I was thinking this one was a little bit more complex than this one.
Okay. So maybe this
but I don't
first.
Yeah, but not necessarily because it's kind of open world, right? So
It is open world, and it does progress in difficulty as you get further away from Finn's room.
okay. Okay. So that being said, oh, this is upstairs.
That is upstairs.
Do I need something to go upstairs? Is there like a gate?
This is a.
So this is upstairs. That's main floor.
Gotcha.
Right,
The only thing that's
so
gated
this is one section. So if you
Garage.
leave this section and you go into this section, which you would do by going from red to red, then there would be a second monster roll.
Gotcha.
So it is a little more risky to go to the next floor.
Cool. And can I get 5 fuses without exploring everything? Is that possible?
Yes and no. There are more spaces than fuses,
Okay.
but the fuses are in specific spots.
There are more fuses than, there are more batteries than monsters.
Gotcha. So the batteries, I can get a bunch. That's cool. I think if you want to do difficulty stuff, like the further away you go, find a way to gate the player a little
Okay.
bit. Like you could have the baby puzzles here, and maybe the older kids are like, all right, baby puzzles are stupid. Let me look for the key to get to the the harder
Okay.
areas. Potentially, it's just
Yeah.
an idea I'm throwing out
I
there.
like it.
Cool. So while I'm here, I'm gonna look at the writing.
The writing station.
It is nothing in there.
Cool.
There was nothing in there?
Lore. It's just.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read yet, so it's just.
Battery.
Battery.
Not all right. Did you know that guy outside? Sorry, the cool guy.
Yeah, Sam.
That guy's
His
vibe is impeccable.
His vibe is super cool. He's a little hectic though. I love him.
I figured.
love him, but he's hectic as hell.
Yeah, if you're still dressed like that, there's gotta be a.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, but he's dope. Anyway,
He's super cool.
I was gonna stop him and be like, "You're cool as hell" when I saw him earlier. Anyway, sorry, just a little aside.
You hear more rumbling as you go outside.
Okay, that's very scary. I'm in the siblings' room.
Okay. Your spots are here, here, and here.
Cool. I'm gonna go to this one.
Battery.
Battery. You are loaded on batteries.
He is a walking arsenal.
Hell yeah. So that could be something you guys look at too. That might be too much or too
Could
little. I
be.
don't know. So we'll see.
Might need to make the random encounters more likely.
Yeah. Here.
Also battery.
Cool.
We keep batteries in a lot of places in this house.
Yeah, which is smart. You know, unlike me, I keep them in 2 places and then I lose them
You
somehow.
have to stumble in the dark to get that.
Yeah. Go in the closet again.
Puzzle.
Cool. This is so intense for like I'm a baby like
You gotta push the backside. I think that's one in.
Yeah, 5.
this is what these are like. I'm a zoomer now. I get it.
Literally my favorite part of the game right now.
I lost it.
Oh, you lost?
The battery. That's smart. That's good.
Battery operated device.
We don't really look at a cat, so everything. So. This is right, yeah. Oh,
This is When do I stop?
We can get
Okay,
a
If you went back to level 1, take a battery.
Take 5 batteries.
Take one for every level you lose.
Alright.
I don't know how to work this contraption. I lost. All right. Sick. Thank you. Put the sound effect, please.
I did, yeah.
Okay, I missed it. I was
Sorry,
doing
I'll play it
Bump up
again.
that volume.
I'll play it again. I can't turn the Discord up anymore. Like, it's as loud as it gets.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I could turn YouTube down and then just turn the volume of the computer.
That's all right.
That would be a better move.
I'll
Yeah.
go up to 50 and we'll see.
Okay, so spaces that are left to explore upstairs is the bathroom, the attic, or you can head downstairs.
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta pee. Oh wait. Sorry.
Yep. Ah. You hear rumbling that leads into a haunted chandelier coming. Well, not chandelier. Half
A
a
candelabra.
candelabra.
Yeah. Cool. That's a sick one. You guys got good miniatures. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, these are dope. Whoa! Ah, not Discord.
Just toss a battery at him.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Oh no, it falls over and it's just a candle.
Wow, that's really good. I think that I want to say that the encounters should potentially be something more there, but I'm sure when you're actually
In a,
playing the
yeah,
game,
yeah, in a 3D space, you're having to aim the
Yes.
flashlight,
Yeah.
you're having to
Cool.
time the button because it might only be active for a second.
Yeah.
So then you could potentially lose more batteries if your skill is off. Right?
sure.
For this,
Is-
we could probably go as if someone had like a fishing hook with the stuffed ball at the end, and you had a flashlight that you had to like.
Yes, something like that. I challenge you guys for. I mean, I think for now, actually throwing it. I don't know if you guys had that planned, but actually.
Well, that's what he
throwing
did
it
in the
at
first
Yeah, I was
playtest. So
gonna.
it's kind of
I was
been,
just like.
it's kind of been the go-to.
Yeah, that kind of works for now, but think about what kids are able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it necessarily too simple if we just say, yeah, use a battery and a monster disappears? I'm not a kid, so I don't really know, right?
I'll start looking at some kids games.
Yeah. I think for now it's good. I challenge you guys to find a way to make that more engaging for the next prototype somehow.
Okay. Maybe there could be like a battle space where he gets like teleported to a new space and we have it handled like pod
Yeah.
tokens or something.
Yeah. I was thinking you could potentially put up a target for me, and then like up there you could draw them even, and
Not a
then
bad
I
idea.
can throw something at them, right?
Kind of like a beanbag or something.
Yeah, but the idea is we want it to reflect kind of how the final game would be.
Engaging.
So you know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be like, here's a flashlight, now hit me.
Yeah. the only other thing I can potentially think of
You know what we
is
could do? We could get a remote control little flyer drone, and they could try to shine a flashlight on it. I don't know.
yeah, potentially. Or we could just use what we have here, and I can somehow we can make it challenging where I have to point in the direction and you're moving around erratically per thing, right? Like that's the simple solution. But I challenge you guys to come up with something more engaging potentially.
Okay.
This is
We could tie like 3 strings to all the monsters, and then 3 of us just
Yeah.
tug that and hold it, and he has
Yeah.
to hit it with the die.
yeah. I'm in the bathroom, so I
Okay,
see
so
this.
there's a sink and a toilet.
Yeah, cool. Obviously, you gotta look at the toilet.
Monster.
Where is that?
No.
What's the scariest monster? The toilet.
Oh, that's like the bowl. Yeah. It's like, there you go. I don't really want to throw this at it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, because this looks a little more fragile. Cool, and then sink.
Battery.
Sink. All right, I'm out here.
Oh yeah, the stool's brother pops out.
Oh no. Esteban.
That's still fun. Yeah, that was a good time.
You know, I've been a kid before. Cool. I want to go to. Scary attic.
Okay, so in the attic, you see boxes that are glowing, a dresser, and a table that is glowing. A table with some drawers.
Cool. Let me move the boxes first.
Okay.
Because they're my view.
Battery.
Sick. Let's continue here. Now, do you guys anticipate your players looking at everything like I am?
Yes, yes and no. I feel like if you walk into a room and the first thing you see is a monster, and then then you're definitely gonna look at everything, right? But
Yeah.
maybe the first thing you see is a puzzle, and then the second thing you see is a battery. Then you're like, I kind of got what I need out of this room. I don't want a chance losing my batteries to another monster.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe put I know you guys probably have talked about this, some sort of time limit on, or maybe difficulties that it does introduce time limits or something on the rooms.
Yeah, we talked about time limits, not specifically per room, but we talked about time limits where every set amount of time a monster might show up.
Right.
But doing that in a physical space just felt like a lot more micromanaging than was necessary.
Yeah, because I think your game is relatively simple, but I think it is very easy to potentially overwhelm a kid.
Yeah.
Right. So that is a good choice. Maybe look at difficulty stuff for, maybe when the kid joins the game, when they start the game, it asks them hey, how old are you, right? And then if they're older, you introduce the harder difficulties, maybe.
It's a good idea.
But yeah.
I think I've even heard of a game that does age-based difficulty
Yeah.
scaling.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of are Jumpstart, the Jumpstart games when it's Jumpstart first grade, second grade, third grade,
Yeah.
but those are separate games entirely. So,
Right.
cool. I'm gonna look at this. Did I look at this already?
You did. You got
Monster.
Oh,
you did
I
not.
looked at the boxes for sure.
Boxes.
Okay.
So
Monster.
you open up the drawer and you see a haunted typewriter
Ah!
typing out help.
Help!
Oh no!
blinded
That's a
myself.
lost battery.
Oh.
You lost that
I
one.
just imagine a kid doing that thing where they're shaking it and then they
Yeah.
look down at it and then clicking
Yeah.
on it.
Flash yourself.
There we go. It falls over. It's
Oh,
just
wait,
a
we
regular
need this.
typewriter. Nothing scary about
Nothing
it.
scary at all. Maybe I should be learning something about this as I'm going through. Maybe things aren't that scary after all. I'm gonna go here.
Still a monster.
I'm not a monster.
Uh-oh.
The attic was a terrible place.
Yeah, screw this place. Who are you? What's his name?
That's Kevin the table.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Cool. What's this? Oh, is it a coat rack?
There is nothing else interactable or glowing in this space.
Yeah, no, what is that?
Yeah.
It's a bike.
It's a
Oh,
bike.
sick. Okay, cool. I'm gonna ride it.
You of a bike, I don't know.
Yeah.
Figures out something.
I'm gonna ride it around the house and get away from monsters. So, okay.
So we'll leave it in the attic.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh, another
It's
one.
getting tough over here.
Wow.
So I'm out of batteries, so I
This
definitely
is
have to
your
go
final
home.
battery.
Okay, or go to my room. Him again? This is the main boss, the main enemy.
Now, a player choice that you can make here.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned this, but when you encounter a monster, you can use your battery to defeat them, or you can use the charge from your blanket, and the blanket returns to your room.
Yes.
So your
I might do
choice
that.
here could be to use your blanket and then go to your room and get it, and acquire a second battery.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can get a second battery. if I
Right, because
go
there's
back.
a battery that's always here.
Always, and there's one, or does it come?
It's one until you use it.
Gotcha. Then I can come back. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the infinite rechargeable battery. Yes. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use my blanket.
Okay. So the blanket charge saves you, and your blanket says to you, "I need to go back to the room."
Okay.
We'll use this fancy D4 as the rechargeable battery.
Cool. Cool. Got that.
So
Now
you
I have
return to the
two.
room, you picked up your blanket again, so you have that safety back.
Sick. All right. I'm back in the hallway.
So after the initial time of you leaving to introduce the whole potential spawning, afterwards you found out that we're not going to have it where every time you try to leave, we'll do one from your bedroom, because we found out with my playtester you can do an infinite loop where I left, I rolled a 4, I lost my battery, I went back in the room,
Go
picked up a
back.
battery,
Yep.
walked
Smart.
out, I think I did 2 or 3 times in a row. I'm like, well, I'm just going to keep going back into the room,
Yeah.
pick up the battery. So it's
So
just let
now
them
when
go.
leaving Finn's room, there is no chance at a random encounter, but you might still get rumbles.
Yeah.
Or something, so that the player isn't aware.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
But
good.
leaving Finn's room, you're not going to find a monster.
Cool. So yeah, you'll still potentially, you'll roll the dice, but you will never, if it's 4, you'll just do the rumbling.
Right.
Or
Only for using the blanket
Yeah.
and leaving Finn's room.
Cool, that sounds good.
So then you'll end up
Here.
over here.
Oh my god.
It's getting harder. Now, my question is, do I have the choice? I do have the choice to use.
You're rechargeable. I think we actually didn't discuss what would happen with that, but I
I don't
would
think there's
assume
really
in most games that have like an infinitely recharging
Yeah.
resource and then other resources that do the same thing.
Yeah.
Infinite one would get used first, and then the other ones would be.
Yeah, so the challenge there would be the ludonarrative dissonance, which is like, well, that doesn't make much sense in real life, right?
Right.
Like I would expect to be able to choose one, but I understand obviously the gameplay mechanic. The challenge is trying to figure out how to make it so that your players don't get annoyed by that, right?
Yeah.
Especially kids, they're like screaming and crying at the fact that they want to use that one or whatever, right? Okay, so I'll just use this one. That did him.
Look like a Nick
That's
did.
not what he's done. It's just a table. Everything's fine.
Everything's okay. All right, let's go to the
Yeah.
living room. So there's
So
this
we've got
and that.
TV table, a box, and then the closet of the living room. Living rooms have closets, right?
Yeah, they probably have. Yeah,
Bookshelf.
yeah, bookshelf. Look at that.
Discord decided to restart itself at the worst possible time.
That's okay.
But puzzle.
Puzzle.
Sink. Hey, Pikachu. Oh God. I mean, I'm really good at mazes, but let's see. I'm not actually gonna truly draw on this. I know I can't. I should be getting chased through this.
There's a creepy Pikachu behind you. A Mimikyu.
Yeah.
All right, I did it. That was tough. Thank you. Almost there. I see the end in sight. All right, only a couple places left to go. So.
You hear a bunch of
Cool. I'm gonna just sprint. I'm gonna baby toddler sprint towards the kitchen.
Okay, so there's 2 different kitchen cabinets that are glowing, as well as under the dining room table is also glowing.
Let's do the kitchen cabinets.
Is that what's waiting?
So this one.
Pause.
I was about to say, like,
It doesn't close for anyone else but me when I'm in this room.
2 batteries.
Woo! Let's go! I can beat the game. Let's check that.
This.
Monster.
There's a smoking timer in the kitchen. Oh no. Well, we're gonna call that. We're gonna
Yeah.
call that. We're gonna call that. All right. Did you do both of these? For
No,
that?
no, no, no.
Okay.
It's not-
Oh, there's 2 there.
Yeah,
Okay,
2
okay.
separate
So I'll do the other one then.
puzzle.
Sick. Which is still a little problematic right now, though. What am I gonna do?
This is definitely the hardest puzzle.
Okay.
You can just bring like the booklet and have him build one of the puzzles.
Oh,
And the
hell.
booklet.
Yeah.
One of the
Here's a
little.
canoodle booklet if that helps.
Well, can I move these? Am I allowed to move these?
Yes.
Okay.
And you
Damn
have
it.
1 minute to.
Time's going.
escalation of difficulty.
Yeah. It might have spiked a little bit.
What is the use of this one? Where did you go? Get out of here.
Does it have to be more of a plus than an X?
Yes. Why did they even try that? Oh my god. I think the solution is literally right here, but I'm not looking at it.
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh.
Is that right?
It's
okay.
okay. It's in the bin.
It is a kid's game.
Yeah. Hopefully there are more than one solution to this. Because I'm gonna guess at everything here.
That would be pretty funny within the kids game. Like the answer is literally right there, but the kid's so focused on what the
On the problem.
Yeah. It would be cool to have different, potentially different solutions to things. I don't know
Has-
lose this.
Have you guys played Baldur's Gate or Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Well, you can. Oh, you want? That's fine.
Because there's like a puzzle, at least speaking vaguely, there's a puzzle in a tower that they either go through, like amongst other rooms,
Okay.
and it's one of those like, you don't know how to walk forward, but it turns out there's a map literally right there.
Love that.
Literally right there. And I didn't realize it until I saw a streamer was doing it, and he goes, oh, it's right there. I'm like,
Do
I
you
spent
want
hours.
Do you want to get battery for every minute? And just,
Well, every 2 minutes, just because we're a little low on batteries here. This
Yeah.
is kind of a tough puzzle.
it's the hardest
I hate this. Wait, I can have
So it's
those
just like a
too.
Tetris puzzle, pretty much?
yeah, it's
Pretty
like
much, yeah.
Yeah.
making a bed of Tetris pieces.
I could probably be using my brain a little bit more here, but I'm also not. So just.
Well, the game isn't designed for adults.
Yeah.
So shouldn't have to use your brain too much.
Yeah. Damn it. Do. Alright, I don't like you. We're gonna go down there. That's not gonna work either. We're gonna go down here. That's not gonna work. Something like that. I don't know. That's not gonna work either. Ah, okay. Doesn't work for me. I'm gonna give up as a baby. I'm a baby who would give up at this. Maybe.
Got it.
So maybe a better way to handle this puzzle would have been to have it complete and then remove like 3 or 4 pieces.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was gonna be when they were already on there.
That's what I tried to do, but my fingers are fat.
Don't get out.
But that's okay. What would you do if they took too long on this?
So in a virtual space, a piece that fits in a spot would glow a color, and then that spot would glow a color. And maybe every 40-ish seconds, another piece would glow. So that towards the end, if you only put them in when they glowed, you'd probably be out of battery.
Yeah. I think that taking the batteries away might be a little too harsh because up until now there wasn't really a time restraint for me, right?
Okay.
So then to go into it, like it would be different if you knew that it was going to be a time attack situation, so that you could be like, okay, I can't go there because I don't have enough batteries.
Well, I figure
right
in
now.
the virtual space, so maybe off to the side of the screen, your flashlight is lighting up the puzzle.
Yeah.
And so then there's a little battery meter that's draining, and that would be your timer.
That works.
And
Yeah.
because you're in the dark, so like, how are
Yes.
you seeing all these?
Yeah, so then that would have to be for every puzzle.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. This just isn't probably gonna work for me, and I'm gonna.
That's okay. We can rage quit that.
Yeah, let's rage quit it. But wait. Oh no, what's that? Oh, I think that goes there. Wait a second. Oh, this makes sense to me suddenly. That's so weird. It's like crazy.
It's glowing.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, is that? Yeah, that looks right. And then this one, I think. Ooh, I'm a savant, honestly. Okay. Overall, though, this puzzle is cool too. It's just you could probably approach it a little bit easier.
A little simpler for
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. And me.
Oh.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, this is a little difficult.
No, it's okay because I technically didn't win yet.
Yeah.
No, next time we're gonna have to bring in like a stream deck with the buttons. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. I think I'll make a soundboard. That way we don't have to.
That was
Great job, 9-year-old.
Because there is some other stuff I want to do, like there are different sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
After completing that puzzle, I would have aged like 5 years.
You can get your learner's permit now.
Cool. So I do have a risk now that I need to take because I don't have enough batteries
Correct.
to get into the garage.
So what's left is the basement.
And then I didn't explore everything in that room.
Right.
But I don't know if there's going to be a monster in there. So now I'm at a deadlock, which may not be good for a kid. So keep that in mind too.
Okay.
Find a way to help guide them to more batteries so they aren't locked out of the garage at the end after spending.
So maybe a sound effect at a so if a container contains a monster, it has the same glow as everything else, but now it also has like a spooky fog coming out of it, and then like a
Too telling.
Well, what if your blanket also gave you an extra sense somehow,
Yeah.
right? Like you feel your blanket shudder near something, right?
Yeah.
And that's the vibration stuff that you were talking about with the. Well, you do the rumbling for that. You could potentially factor that in
the searches of the rooms. So
Yeah.
Abras, you remember in Destiny the dungeon where there's like mimic chests?
Yes.
They all look exactly the same-ish, but there's also
Yeah.
a little bit of fog coming
Yeah.
out of the one that's
Okay.
that's real.
Dark Souls. That's Dark Souls
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
So it could be vaguely similar, but then just minute differences to indicate that they're.
Have you guys seen Dark Souls mimics?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am very familiar with
Yeah.
Souls.
Yeah. So if you just pay attention, they're sleeping and they're just doing
Slight
this.
breathing and
They're
the
breathing
chain.
and the chain is curled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are
Sick.
more batteries than monsters.
Yeah, I
And
figured,
So if you do explore, if the player is an explorative person and does all the exploring, they will inevitably end up with enough or more
If
batteries.
the random encounters don't get them too much.
Yeah.
So if it takes them too many crossings of the hallway,
Even still, right now, even
I
if
mean, he
you
definitely
were
has enough
to-
batteries that are available to him. But if he
Yeah.
were to like go from room to room and check one compartment each time, that like he could lose still. But you are more likely to win.
And losing is fine. So what happens if I lose? Do I have to start over from the beginning of the game?
So we discussed adding a box outside of the garage that you would stash your fuses in, and so you would respawn back in Finn's room with one battery and your blanket, and then you would just have to make the trek back to your unexplored areas, which could just result in losing again.
And losing again. So that would be a negative loop
Negative
there.
loop, yeah.
Definitely a challenge to figure out there. I'm not too worried about it right now, right? You guys have plenty of time to play around with different solutions.
We could put a cooldown on the if he gets around a counter that has an enemy, then he can avoid maybe it's like every other or not every other, but okay, so then the next time it's just gonna be rumbles,
Yeah,
no chance
like
for
a
enemy.
like a loser protection type of
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
Where you walk into the hallway and you get that random encounter. Now maybe the next one behind the scenes is just rumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So cool. Let me just try to find batteries then. In the main floor. And you can you can also fudge those, is what I'm going to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
If you see that your player is getting wrecked, especially on lighter difficulties, if you do plan on doing that, then you can be like, all right, you get a pass here. So
Even
yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though he is still getting wrecked, he would literally have to go in and out into the hallway to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did put extra batteries on the main floor
Okay, cool.
as sort of a failsafe.
Cool. So with that being said, I'm gonna look at that,
That is a battery.
and then I'm gonna.
Think very carefully about what you have and what your goal is. What is your win condition?
I'm gonna go to the garage.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if you do.
Let's go, baby. Dad.
So you open the door. This big scary car. You take out your flashlight. You beam him once. He's like. You beam him again. He's like. Ah. And then the third beam, your dad gets out and he's like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?"
Now, my question here is, was that a part of the original design, or was that the thing that you came up with earlier?
A little A, a little B.
That's fine. I just wanted to know. It's because that's dope. That's really good. Cool. Is that it?
That's it. Your dad
Awesome.
fixes the fuse box, all the lights in the house turn back on, and none of the monsters are scary anymore. They're just furniture.
That's great. You guys did great on this for a first prototype. I'm impressed. I'm usually impressed though, but this one I'm especially impressed. This was fun. You do have a little things that
Some
you need
tweaking
to
needs to be
iron out, but overall, really good, guys. Cool. That's it. That's all we got today.
Alright, I wasn't recording, so we need to start over. No, I'm fine.
All right, let's do it.